Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and we have some interesting news from Six Flags Magic Mountain today, as we have seen a new concept picture of the fully completed trains for West Coast Racers. So West Coast Racers, if you did not know, is the new coaster coming to Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California for this year in summer or so. We're not entirely sure of an opening date as of yet, but you can see a heck of a lot from this picture itself. And the first thing I want to start talking about is the fact that there might be actual leather styled padding on the back of these seats, or at least a little design there, which I think is an awesome touch, especially since we don't really see this with Premier trains at all. It's just usually a black seat that's very plain and very just there for purpose rather than a pleasing look, I suppose. But I do think this is an awesome touch to the West Coast Racers trains, for sure, if they are added in. I'm sure they will be, since they do have them in the concept art here. Now, the second thing I really want to talk about is the underglow. If you can see it here, there is underglow that is a bright neon blue, which is going to look amazing, especially at night. I know the park president had stated that there might be underglow on the trains when we were there for Ace Day. We weren't sure how those were going to look, but I must say it's going to look incredible. There will be no track lighting, at least as they were saying in September, but you never know, that might change in the future. But the underglow will look absolutely incredible, especially at night. Now, the one thing that everybody's had on their mind is comfort collars. Now, this is a big topic of discussion right now because this picture does not have comfort collars. But everything we've been told, except for one piece of concept art when this was first announced, has shown that they will have comfort collars indeed. Now, a lot of people think they might have scrapped the idea, which I do not know about, actually. In September, they were saying they needed them for the ride to help out with capacity and also certain forces, which is an interesting way of putting it. But other Six Flags Premier rides like Full Throttle, as well as Superman at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, do not have these comfort collars. They just have seat belts underneath the lap bars, which does add to the loading time, of course, because a lot of people forget to put the seat belt on, which I think is the most likely reason they originally had comfort collars in the first place on this new coaster. But I could see them leaving out the comfort collars in this concept just to be able to show the seats better, but you really never know. They could have scrapped the idea. They could be staying with it and just wanted to show off the back of the seats, because with the comfort collars, you probably wouldn't really be able to see them at all, at least in this art at this angle. But I guess that's something we'll just have to wait and find out about in the future. Give it maybe another month or so, and maybe we'll have a definitive answer. They were telling me that comfort collars will be included, at least back in September, but that was back in September, so you never know. I have yet to experience how these comfort collar restraints are yet, so I'm still neither positive or negative about them. But I will be checking out Electric Eel, it looks like, in the next month or two, so I'm very excited to get down to SeaWorld San Diego for the first time in a decade and be able to test out these restraints for myself. But besides that, I absolutely adore the way these trains look, especially the wheel and the front end. Even the back end is looking awesome. And even if they were able to change the colors of the wheels themselves to correspond with the cars, it would be even cooler. The fact that we'd have blue wheels, silver wheels, and red wheels going around the track, it would just be absolutely incredible. But what do you guys think? Will there be comfort collars? Will there not be? What do you think of the newly improved trains, per se, that have been provided in this concept art? I really want to hear your guys' thoughts. And of course, as always, we'll see you on the next ride.